Welcome back again. Another little video on the Tallship. Now, I previously talked about the design and I showed some pictures. I'll show one there. Show one there. Of a Tallship design. And I said I wasn't quite there yet with the design. Well, let's take these away. Although the design might not be totally conceived yet, I'm still in a way trying to reach out to the universe, as you might say, reach out and letting my subconscious mind sort of resolve a little bit of the issue. Because I know it, I feel it, I sort of like, I'm touching it, I'm almost reaching this design that is like, to me, the ultimate expression of a ship sailing on the sea, battling through the ocean, you know? And I can almost see it. And I've been using a lot of the photographs and pictures and renderings that have been created over the past few years, actually. But I'm still not there yet. And I'm a person who do not want to rush. I don't want to rush this and then suddenly get this flash, this energy pop in and say, that was the one. That's it. That is the thing that I was trying to get. And then I've already completed it. Now, it can always happen afterward, it doesn't matter. But I'm still waiting for this message from the universe, as you might say, and from this process, this design process that I'm going through, to actually say, that is the one. So with that set in mind, I would like to quickly just go through some of the things that I've learned through my research. Now, most of the pictures that I've worked on, they all consist of 3 or 4 elements. They have the sky. That is another thing that I need to look into, is a realistic sky. Clouds. Are they the right cloud formation? How do you do clouds in veneer? How do you render them in such a way that they look realistic, that they look sort of photogenic? So I've done research on the sky and clouds and different cloud formations over the sea and over the ocean. The other thing that you've got to look at is the ship. Tallship, classical, traditional, battleship, warship. What sort of tallship are we dealing with? How many masts has it got? How many does it need? How is it structured? How does that work? How is a tallship constructed? So I've done research into construction of tall ships from traditional. I'm going back to the 1700s, by the way, those particular early ships. And I think that the boat is the least of the problem, because to me, I know the sort of woods that I could use to create the beams, or whether they bent the wood, the detail. So the ship to me isn't too much of a problem. I must admit though, an element of the ship that is a problem is the strings or the ropes and the sails, because the sails have got full of energy in them. They've caught the wind and they're bellowing out, and that energy you've got to capture. And I've noticed that I've done my research into marquetry as well, that other people have created. Some have done very well, some have done very basic. And I don't want to create the 3 triangles effect, where you've got like 2 triangles as sails and 1 triangle as the boat. I don't want to create something where I've just basically got like a white sky and a blue sea and these triangles in. I've also going into the detail where they've got these little tethers in the sails. I want to go in onto that. Also the way that they've stitched the sails together. Also the shadowing in the sails, the way that as one sail is behind another one, it casts a shadow, and also with the way that the light can come through and hit those sails. So I've done a tremendous amount of research into these particular things. So we've got the sea, we've got the boat, we've got the sky, we've got the boat, and we've got the sea, the ocean. This is the third thing that I think is an important factor. These are the things that I've got to work out. So the sea, with the waves, what sort of waves are we going to have? You know, I'm after battling a rough sea or a smooth sea. So again, you've got to look at how the sea behaves. And then you've got to figure out, how do you translate that design into something that would look like it represents the sea. Now we can all do this sort of effect on one layer after the other, and you know what? That is cartoonish. It's like a cartoon. It looks too simple. Especially, I mean, just think if you've done a wonderful sea and you've done a wonderful boat, and then you just do these like little waves. It's like, wait a minute, you did all that energy, and then you didn't finish it off on the sea. So there are three elements to this particular design that all of them need a tremendous amount of research and precision and thinking through before I think that I get to the level of perfection that I need to see in the design before I can actually start making it. So with that said and done, this is a little update on the videos that I'm doing on the tall ships that tells you a little bit about how it's getting put together, how I'm working on it. You might think it's a little bit over the top, but for me, this is what I do. This is if I'm going to do it, I want to do it right. I want to do it good. I want it to, so that if people see it, they go, "Wow." I also want to make it so difficult that if you want to copy it, you're going to have to go through what I did, except all this research, of course, to actually achieve that. And of course, it will all be made by hand. It won't be laser cut. It won't be CNC'd. It won't be stamped out. It won't be done on a big machine. It will be all done by hand with a knife. And if I can achieve the level of perfection that I'm dreaming of, then hopefully it will be appreciated as a work of art. And that's basically my hopefully my legacy. So I'm going to get going with that. I'll see you in another video. I'm hoping to update these videos as regards to the tall ship, and you can see how it gets put together step by step, bit by bit, and hopefully you can follow me and follow this journey too. And hopefully we will see you in the next video. See you there.